Happy New Year. This is Dr. Palermo with your first Motivational Monday of 2022, or at least it's my first Motivational Monday. So if you're like many people, you have already started with a resolution. Vincent van Gogh, who's a great artist, said great things don't happen on impulse. They happen by a series of small events that lead to great things. And we can't support that more than anything with many of the recommendations we make at Thrive. The reality is, though most Americans have a resolution, most have already given up on their resolution by the time they reach February. And part of that is because we expect really great things, but these things don't happen without small, gradual changes. Our recommendation is consider making commitments that are small little changes, and even better, make them additions, not subtractions. Usually we have these great subtractions that make us miserable, and so we're quite ready to give them up. So I have some ideas of some small additions that can lead to some great change over the year. Think of it as training for a marathon. Of course, you wouldn't go out and run a marathon without training for it. You would fail. So why do you expect that you're going to set up this big resolution and be able to be successful? It happens with a lot of small changes. So maybe instead of this great resolution, you think about some small little changes you can easily add to your life. So I have some props here. This is not going to be a marathon motivational Monday, but some things to help you kind of get motivated. For example, something easy. Start your day off with adding 8 to 12 or even 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning before you have your coffee, before you put anything in your mouth. It's amazing how much that can make a difference. Start with 4 ounces, work up to 8, and if you can get to 16 ounces before you put anything in your mouth, you will be amazed at how good you feel first thing in the morning. Adding vegetables. Even if you add one vegetable every day, you will be doing better than most people. The average American has less than 3 vegetables a day. So try adding just one, and then after you can do this successfully, add another. When you're choosing things, make sure you're choosing things with lots of color and lots of diversity. Maybe you could challenge yourself to adding a vegetable or a fruit that you've never had every week or every month if a weekly addition is too much. Consider adding color too. You can see I have lots of colors here, lots of diversity. When you are adding diversity and color, you're adding phytonutrients and you're adding lots of fiber. And so you're feeding those good bacteria, your microbiome, trillions of them. And these phytonutrients and fibers will benefit you through their actions. They make lots of vitamins and neurotransmitters and short-chain fatty acids that all benefit us. So adding these extra diverse vegetables and fruits will really make a difference. And you know what, you can do it in the form of tea, like a hibiscus tea or a green tea, a bunch of different green teas. A spice, this is sumac. If you've never had it, try adding extra spices. Sumac is great, sprinkled on salmon with a little salt and pepper. You can roast it, super easy, but again, it's adding diversity to your gut. Beyond that, think about exercise. Exercise is something we've all kind of put on the back burner with COVID, and it's time to stop making excuses and get back. So I always tell my patients, do something. Anything is better than nothing, right? So start if it's 10 or 15 minutes. Be active through your day, but just start with 10 or 15 minutes. Better yet, make sure you add strength training. Muscle burns 9 times more calories than other tissues in your body. So that's like saving up. It's like a savings account for your metabolism and for your body. Also makes you stronger and will really come back to benefit you at the year end. Another thing to consider is starting a journal. When we write things down and go back and look at them, we realize that we perceive them differently than we remember them. And it can be really helpful as we look back to try to see where we may have gone astray. So consider adding a journal to your daily or at least weekly changes this year. So these are just a few suggestions. I'll also have an article that offers more. So that's something to think about and start your new year with. That's all for now, and have a great week.